Hey guys, it's Angelo Christian back today. It's Friday with another great episode of Influencers, and today I have the one and only Mark Shah with Peer 365 here to meet with us. And we're going to learn a little bit about your business, what you do, what you specialize in. Actually, Mark's a very good friend of mine. We've worked together for the last 4 years or so.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And he specializes in, he's an entrepreneur, business magnate, and really his area. How I met him was through search engine optimization. I'm a business owner, and was trying to figure out how to get my websites to rank and get leads into the company. And I found him on Google, and he was very persuasive. Came and met with me and really taught me a lot. I'm very privileged to actually know this man. Really gave me a lot of insight about business. He has a very profound background. Worked for several of the Fortune 1000 companies, and he's going to talk about what he specializes in, how he can help local entrepreneurs with driving sales, driving leads to their company, and really what his niches are. So I really want to learn and let everyone else know that's watching. So first off, who are you?
My name is Mark Shah, and I own a company called Peer 365.
Okay.
We're local in Houston, Texas, and we've been around for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
We started the company in 2001 as a software company. And like most companies, we assumed, hey, we'll build it and the customers will come. Well, we built a software company based on document management for hospitals, and we spent about $300,000 in marketing, hiring ad agencies and all kinds of so-called experts, and we didn't get a huge bump in sales.
Okay.
And this was a long time ago in 2001, 2002, 2003.
After the .com.
After the .com.
Okay.
And I started looking at these companies, Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and saying, hey, these guys are technology companies. I think we can figure them out, having my background in MasterCard and in different startups, Pepsi and so forth, as well as small startup. We're very technology oriented. So in 2003, we built a tiny little software called PDF Splitter and Merger, and we just put it on Google, and we started seeing all of a sudden, instead of you got mail, we got money. And we sold thousands of copies at $59.99. And we started saying, hey, how did we do that? So when we sold FileOn, we started realizing that there's thousands of companies that are small businesses to large businesses that really does not understand Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and does not understand how to do organic SEO, how to do ads, at that time we didn't have social. And we started looking at how can we help.
Okay.
So Peer 365 was born in 2008 in Houston, and we just went to a few customers saying, hey, this is what we did for our other company. We'd like to give you an opportunity to work with us and see how it goes. And guess what? We started growing quite extensively.
Yeah.
2008, 2009, and we started building up from there. And then, with anything in business, Google, Yahoo, and Bing keeps changing their technology and their platforms.
Yeah.
And the businesses have an impact from sales, leads, revenues, operations, so forth.
So can we, Chris, can we pull up some of the? I want to pull up some of the slides here that we have about the company. Not with getting everyone too much detail or confused. So what is it? What is SEO, and what is it? How are you different?
Okay, that's a fair question. One of the things we tout is that why being on page one today is just not enough. Okay,
what do you mean? That's what everybody. That's what I want to be. I want to be on page one.
Absolutely. Google in the last 3-4 years have changed page one structure, where you used to have only 20% of the top real estate on page one as advertisement. That real estate has increased to 45% of page one. 45%.
So basically almost half the page.
Half the page
is paid advertising.
Paid advertising.
Okay.
The second part is they've introduced in local markets maps, Google Maps. Most of you have used maps
Yep.
for driving and so forth and looking up reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Well, organic page on page one has changed where you've got the ads, then you have maps, and then you have organic. So you could be in organic page one, position one, and not see volume because all the clicks are happening in the top 30% of the page.
Mm-hmm.
Google has to hit certain amounts of revenue and sales. It's a publicly traded company.
Right. Right.
So if they don't hit their numbers, then they get slaughtered.
Right. Right.
So in order for them to enhance their revenues, they have to increase the ad space. That's where they make most of their money.
Gotcha.
Okay. So today you have to be on Google page one on ads.
Okay.
You have to be on page one in maps.
Okay.
And you have
Maps.
to be on page one in organic. And that's why it's not good enough to say I'm on page one. Now, there are other challenges. There's something called herding. Have you ever typed into Google the keywords like, say, Houston mortgages or something, and the drop down shows up and they suggest a bunch of keywords?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, those are called herding because Google wants people to move from the most high volume keyword pages to all these other pages. If you think about it, why would you want to do that if you're Google? Google wants business from many, many, many small businesses.
Okay.
Okay? So if all these small businesses are all going to the only main street on Houston to do business, there's only so much real estate. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they have to move stuff to the Galleria area, to the Sugarland area, to downtown Katy area. They
Mhm.
have to diversify the traffic
Okay. Okay.
so that those small businesses in those markets can also generate revenue.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
Got you.
So it's no longer enough just to say, hey, I want to be the dominant player in Houston mortgage or realtors in Houston or heating and cooling in Houston, because Google is herding people to different pages that are significantly important for a business owner to strategically think through how they're going to spend their dollars and how they're going to get the return on investment by going to different pages that will give them conversion.
Okay. So by herding, and what happens is, let's say that by this suggestive keyword, it's taking them to multiple businesses.
Multiple pages.
Okay.
So you could do in the past we used to do organic research for keywords volume. Okay, so if you're thinking of buying a piece of property, let's say, a simple way to think about it, you've heard the conversation from a lot of realtors: location, location, location.
Yeah.
Well, the internet's no different. Okay, you have location, 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 which used to be page one, page one, page one for those keywords,
Mm-hmm.
which has the highest volume.
Okay.
The challenge is that Google has decided by doing suggestions in the drop downs, it's without you consciously realizing that you're changing your pattern of what you're looking for.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay.
So let's hypothetically say there's a page that says Houston mortgages, USDA loans,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets 100,000 searches last month.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and that the top bid position is $3 a click or $5 a click, whatever it is. That's past volume. You have no idea what Google's algorithm will do this month,
Mm.
because Google might say the keywords USDA home loans, mortgages is more pertinent because now they have more advertisers.
Ah. Okay.
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 And now they've just suggested more keywords to the new set of customers coming and doing a search, and without you realizing it, your cost basis and conversions from the old keyword sets is not converting as much or getting as much traffic as the new keywords.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this dynamic shift
Yeah. Yeah.
of this dance, it takes an expertise of not only understanding the Google AdWords
Mhm.
platform,
Right.
because they're generating 90% of the traffic movement, okay? Because that's how Google makes their money.
Right. Right.
So you could be on page one of that first set of keywords on the first month, and next month you say, hey, what happened to my leads?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So is this where you come in?
Sure.
Because aren't you Google certified or something like that?
We're Google certified vendor. We're an AdWords certified vendor.
Okay.
But here's where we are completely different from a lot of companies. 90% of SEO companies, SEO is search engine optimization, and I know it's not easy to understand what it is. They focus on 10 to 20 keywords. Okay. It's like saying, hey, I have a building on the corner of I-45 and 610. Great location, right? If you're in Houston, you know exactly where that is. And my building has this huge billboard that says, hey, I'm the biggest mortgage company. Fair enough. But guess what? You don't own the I-45, you don't own 1960, you don't the 610, and you don't own the substreets. Google does. Well, Google decides they're going to herd people by putting up a big ad and maps above your billboard. You still own the building, you still have the billboard, but you're not getting the traffic. We believe that it's very risky strategy to go after only the streets that come to your building, which is the traffic, and that if you have a website and you have a building like that,
okay,
you should have pointers from all the side streets you can get.
To be more like diversified. Okay.
And most strategies that you hear in the SEO space or in this marketing, they sell you packages. They don't really think through, hey, what's the best advantage for this particular client?
Right.
Okay. What's the long-term advantage for the client? What is the short-term return on investment?
Yeah.
So you need to think through the short-term strategy so they get a return on investment.
Yeah.
Immediately. We're talking about 2 to 3 weeks. We usually get a customer on a break even. So if you spend $1,000, our first goal is to get that $1,000 back in your pocket the first month.
Okay.
No one does.
Let me just say this too, that like I said, I own a mortgage company, and I've worked with several SEO firms, and I can tell you that this guy is the real deal. His service is phenomenal. The other companies I've worked with, they don't answer the phone. Like I said, he's more like a business strategist and not just an SEO company. I mean, he's very creative. He'll come up with ideas, and like he said, it's not just a package. It's very custom and specifically tailored towards your business. It could be different ideas for landing pages. It's not just about SEO. And so I think that the overall value that he adds is you can't even calculate it. It's not just about, here's my retainer or my fee or whatever that is. He's adding so much knowledge and insight because he's a business owner too, and teaching you how to optimally strategize. And so like I said, I've worked with probably 6 SEO firms, and a lot of them are junk, and they're just trying to get your money. I've been really impressed with with working with you. It's been great. I mean, some of the stuff that you did for one of my websites, like you added the 50 state, the map with the Google, there are the local numbers,
right?
And that probably has made me $2 million, in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And so I never thought of that. You came up with that idea.
What Angelo is talking about is that he's marketing a website that's national.
Yeah.
And we like to buy things that's local. You trust people that are in more of the local market. So when you have a company that's trustworthy, like Angelo's company is, and they're doing mortgages with thousands and thousands of consumers, the new consumer doesn't know that. So you got to get over that hurdle. So by having a local number that's local to, say, Florida or Texas or Austin or Dallas or even New York, Connecticut, other California, you get a sense that, hey, you're dealing with the local company, because you need that first 3-second impression to connect with the consumer, that opportunity. What's really interesting is we do a lot of websites.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll be amazed that how the business owners don't really think through their customers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guilty of that, man.
We found situations where one of these many clients, and they say, hey, we want to look like this huge company. You can't understand how many times we get that. 2-man shop wants to look like a $1 billion company. And we want to build the right stuff for them. We advise them not to do it, but they want to do it, and we do it. We make it. So one of these companies, we won't talk about it, but they're a husband and wife team, and they said, look, we're building steel construction buildings all over Texas, and we do Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston. I said, that's great, but can you handle it? It's like, yeah, we manage crews left and right. Well, we built the website. It looked like they were been in business for 20 years, okay? Put local numbers in each of the cities, had them start marketing, and they got so many customer leads that they called me up and says, please, can you change that website to just Houston? Okay? So, as Angelo mentioned,
Yeah.
we come from both knowing marketing, understanding the technology, and delivering results, and that's the key. Is getting the results.
Right. And so I know you have some stuff you
Sure.
want to talk about. Let's take a look at what are some of the main. You
Sure.
spend a couple minutes just talking about the key points here about your business.
Can we go through the slides a little quick? Just go through it till I'll tell you. Let's stay on this one.
Okay.
This is the first thing we do is keywords analysis.
Yeah.
90% of when you go to build a website, the business owner and the designer who doesn't know anything about marketing usually is saying, hey, what kind of website do you like?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong answer. Wrong question. The first thing you should be doing, where's the keywords that people are typing in to find your site? Who are the competitors? Then, based on the keywords, understanding what is the volume. Are you a local, national, regional company?
Mm-hmm.
What type of customer is looking for you to buy your services or products? Until you know these main points, going to website design, you miss the first most important part. It's like saying, I love this huge, beautiful building, but don't worry about the foundation. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
It's that you're going to feel the pain later. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we go through this process, and we can go through it in more detail down the road, but it's a big topic. The most important thing is research. If you don't do the research up front, you're going to pay for it later.
And so this is your company, Peer365. So is this the
yeah.
website?
This is the website and the company,
Okay. So
Peer365.
Peer365.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason for peer is because we believe that we're partnering with you as a peer.
Right.
Because
Right.
we don't know your business. So a big part of my business is to educate the owners in sales, marketing, analytics, and data.
Mm-hmm.
And based on them understanding, what we found is they end up spending way, way more money with us for marketing, sales, going from one website to we've got clients with 5, 6 websites. In fact, we have 2 different websites. SEO Web Design Houston is our latest website, and it's all focuses on website design.
Ah, okay.
If you can skip through the next ones, we'll pass through these. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, let's talk about this design.
Okay.
This is believe it or not, this is one of our earliest customers. Okay, this was in 2008. Okay, the name of the website is BDH Landscaping.
Okay.
We were one of the very first few companies in the country that put a YouTube video in 2008. And this particular website, I don't know if you can see it,
Mm-hmm.
it used to look like this. Okay?
Oh, wow.
This is on the left side. This is what it used to look like. Okay?
So this is a before and after.
Before.
Okay.
And this is what it looks
Okay,
like
wow.
now. And it's
Okay.
still live. We haven't changed this website in almost 10 years. And the customer just called me today. Hey, Mark, what are you doing? I'm like, can you cut my AdWords budget? I'm like, what? He's like, I am so busy, I can't spend any more money on AdWords because I've got 4 clients to see today. Okay.
That's great. You should tell him to go hire more people, man.
Well, he's waiting for his son to graduate so that it's a family-owned business. It's not as easy because managing crews.
I know. Believe
he's
me,
a quality
that's
company, BDH Landscaping.
Yeah, that's my biggest challenge right now is managing people. So
Yeah.
I hear you.
Let's go to the next slide. And you guys can go online and take a look at it, bdhlandscaping.com. Keep going
Yeah.
keep going. Go back to this one. This is an interesting one, and I think you can't see the bottom. This particular slide actually at the bottom shows how Google changed from 2010 to 2016.
The size of the size of the
ad.
ad space.
Look
Wow.
at that. Okay.
That's what is that? Probably
40%.
yeah.
Of it. So if you are focusing just on organic and not including ads as part of your strategy and not including social media today and YouTube videos, you're going to miss out on a huge significant part of growing your business.
Yeah.
And in fact, one of the biggest challenges I find is that people in the small business arena seem not to have enough budget for ads.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's very disconcerting because you can't just rely on one area of organic.
Right.
It's not going to
Right.
produce
Right.
the
So, but
results.
you in your business, you're focusing on you do organic
Yes.
and you do AdWords, like you said,
Yeah.
and then you also do social media.
Sure. So our niche is that we'll build you a content-rich WordPress website that will convert for free.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So you do that for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wow.
the reason we do that for free is like telling a contractor, "Hey, build me this building 10 stories high, but don't worry about the foundation." And we found that when we charge customers for building a website, they forgot that they needed money for marketing.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
So we decided if you work with us on putting together a marketing package,
Mhm.
we'll build you the right website with the right communication and the right conversion for free.
Wow. Wow.
Okay? And that makes a huge difference because we're not making any profit usually in our business because we have a stake in making you successful because we're
Right.
investing
And
so
that's
much.
that's a really important thing that I think that, and I was talking to a vendor last week, and I said, hey, listen, if you don't put any stake into this deal with me, then I'm not going to move forward with you. You know, you want me to spend all this money with you, but okay, you're not. Where's your buy-in? You need to put your time and money on the line too.
Right.
And that's one thing that I really like about you is that you do that. You know, and other companies, they just want to suck your money and get it out of you.
Right.
And I felt like you were a partner.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I mean that's one of the things I really think that is one of the unique advantages about your business. So as far as if people want to get in touch with you, how do they reach you?
Sure. I'm really easy to find on the internet,
Okay.
as you might imagine.
Okay.
I'm actually everywhere. If you look up Peer 365, that's PEER 365.com.
Okay.
And the 365 is we're your partner in marketing 365 days of the year.
And I think you're open 7 days a week, right?
We are. And in fact, I don't even sleep sometimes.
I know. I call him on Sunday. Hey, man, can you fix this? And
Yeah.
and he would get it taken care of. Is there a number people can call you at?
It's on the website. I
Okay,
think the best
okay.
way to get on.
Okay.
Can you skip through a few more? How much
Yeah.
time do we have left?
We got a few more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. I want to share with you. Keep going. Social media. Go back one. Okay. Social media has become a huge movement
Yeah.
in the last 4 or 5 years.
For sure.
And Facebook has become a dominant player because they really beat out Google Plus when they were trying to go head on against each other.
Do you think Facebook will overtake Google?
There is one of the most important points you just brought up is that used to be Google was the king of the hill, and right now what we're seeing is it's incredibly fragmented with LinkedIn, Facebook, which Facebook bought Instagram,
Yeah.
and you've got Google. Yahoo is still fragmented, Yahoo and Microsoft, but the consumers are consuming the information in a different way. And they've moved using YouTube, significant part
Yeah.
of what you're doing,
Yeah.
and they're using social media for more of a news feed than actually being social.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is more of a news feed than it is
Yeah.
social. So you're consuming that information. What we're still seeing is that Google is the king of the hill for leads and leads conversion because of how the mind works.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The mind works is we're searching for something. We've already made a emotional decision that we need something, and we go to Google to search for it.
Okay.
Social is like you and I going to a party, hanging out, and meeting somebody that we may or may not connect because we don't have a need at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So the social, you have to create a huge following.
Right.
You have to constantly post stuff.
Yeah.
You'll find something very unique. If you go look for social media companies, they're going to tell you they'll post 1 to 4 posts per month, maybe per week.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. Okay.
The reason it's not enough is, yeah, my Facebook account is on all the time, but it's a feed, so I may not be looking at it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
There's 24 hours in a day, but
Yeah.
we're not focused on it all 24 hours. We're checking it on and off. So if you send out 4 posts per week,
Yeah.
what is the probability that
Yeah.
anyone's going to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Okay. So our service includes with these packages 21 posts. That's 1 post that's custom per day,
Okay.
minimum.
Wow. Wow.
We check what time most people are checking
Mm-hmm.
their Facebook accounts based on the profiling, male, female, where they're located, and we try and target very clearly when we're going to place that posting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Man.
And then the other thing that we do is the organic posting. Okay, the way that works is social group posting. What the group posting is, let's say we're having a party,
Okay.
and I invite you and your crew to my party, and there's the same old 10 people in the party. That's what most social media companies are doing. They're not really increasing the exposure by going outside of that group to bring more people in. So
I
what
see.
we do is we post 1 post per week to identified groups that already have thousands of people in them.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
In order for you to do that, you have to get the group permission or
Right,
owners
right,
permission.
Right.
If you post too much, Facebook shuts you down.
Oh.
If you post too little, you don't get enough benefit.
Oh. Wow.
Okay, so the same concept. We're having a party, but in this case, I'm going to say, Angelo, bring another friend with you.
Okay.
Okay, or bring that guy who's got that 10 friends in their group. Invite him over. So by next week, next month, now you're in that group. You tell that owner, hey, bring your buddies over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want to exponentially grow not only the engagement but also the community
Mm-hmm.
on the social media side, and it also makes a huge difference of what type of party you're having.
Mhm.
Okay, in other words, we've seen that if you are doing things like a lot of imagery, we have plastic surgeons imagery. Do you want to look like this or do you want to look like this? We have diamond guys. Do you want a beautiful engagement ring like this or you want something else? We have plant materials and plant nursery, because these are beautiful visual imageries.
Mhm.
Okay, we've seen it work tremendously well for them.
Wow.
When you switch it to more of a, hey, I'm such and such, and I'm posting, like for example, for us, we don't post organic SEO stuff. We post beautiful websites.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and that's a visual connection. Can you go past the slide? A couple of them. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Here's some of our clients. Can you pull up this BDH outdoor lighting, Houston? Just click on that. It should come up. This is one of our clients that's, again, connected to BDH landscaping.
Is it the same company?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. Some of our clients have multiple websites,
Okay,
multiple
okay.
businesses.
Okay.
And that's another client of ours that we just finished the website for.
Okay, that looks nice, yeah.
Affordable insulators. Okay, you can quickly see this is if you scroll down, you can see the site. It's very clean,
Mhm.
crisp.
It is clean, yeah.
Can you bring up the BDH landscaping, the lighting one? Because you'll see, and remember we're talking about lighting, so when can you see lighting? It's usually at night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a more complex website to build up, bring up. That's the, scroll down.
Okay. So this company specializes in lighting.
Yeah. Well, the outdoor lighting. Their
Outdoor
main business is landscaping and related.
I think that's like whenever I used to be a home builder, the lighting is extremely crucial.
But look at this site. It's
Yeah,
very,
it's very clean.
dark,
Yeah.
but light. But
I love it,
it's
man.
very
Yeah.
clean, crisp.
Yeah.
Um, you can see
And you did this?
we built this site.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you a perspective on connecting with your consumer base based on the product and service that you're looking for.
Mhm.
All the content is custom. We have content writers in-house. We
Yeah.
have our designers. Everything we do is in WordPress, and it's all SEO search engine compliant.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a really good job. Well, no, man, thank you again so much for coming
Sure.
by today. And I hope that if anyone's out there, you're looking to get boost your business, drive sales. I mean, Mark Shah is the king on the hill. Again, I love this guy. He's awesome, and you can check out his website. It's www.peer365.com. Give him a call. He's a really phenomenal guy, awesome. And so, man, thank you
Thank you, Angelo.
thank
Yeah,
you so much
thank
for
you.
coming out. This is another episode of Influencers, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the show. We'll be back next week. Peace out. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.